Vermont is
Home.
Community.
Expression.
creativity.
The four of us are from different backgrounds. Two of us are Vermonters and two are not. We came together to see how our perspectives contrast. But more importantly, we found in the end how similar they are after all. This is our documentary.
Here's Zach, and I'll thank you, homie.
You're okay. See, look at that.
What do you think for those who tried it?
Pretty good.
All right, I use the same.
Vermont, it means home for me. Like, every day I wake up and I look out on this beautiful land, and it's just what I've woken up to every day. It's where I feel most safe and at home. It's where I feel the most peace in my being. Like, I know that in our day-to-day we get pretty bogged down in just like going to school, going to work, like trying to meet up with people, but there's an aspect of Vermont that I think Vermonters like miss a lot when we're getting into the hustle and bustle, and sometimes it's good to just like look at the mountains and the rivers, the lakes, streams, like go out in the woods, like appreciate the like natural wonder that we have for our homeland. And like, I know when I go out to my backyard and I look out over the valley towards Lake Champlain, I'm like, this is where I want to be like for the rest of my life. That's what Vermont means to me. It means home. It's my place to be. I don't want to be anywhere else but here. How would I define a Vermonter? First off, Vermonters don't pronounce their T's. That's like a big thing. Other than that, I would say that an intense love of maple syrup is also required of Vermonters. A passing appreciation of nature, because oftentimes we forget that we live in a beautiful place because we live here. A Flatlander generally is somebody from like Massachusetts, southern New York, southern New Hampshire, and like just anywhere within the immediate flat radius of Vermont, and definitely anybody from like the Midwest where it's literally flat. And generally they come here during like tourist season, when in the fall, when all the colors on the leaves are changing, and they're here to like ski on the mountains and like come to like little old Vermont because they're like, oh, look how quaint it is, and like look at all the cool trees, we're gonna take a picture out in front of your church. Like, that is the like quintessential Flatlander to me. In summary, Vermont is my homeland. I'm always going to love it dearly, even if sometimes I forget to look up and appreciate the beauty of it, but it's always going to be my home, and even when I pass away, I still want to be here. That's what I'd say about Vermont.
Hey.
How many videos are you making this week?
How many videos? Well, I'm working on a documentary right now, actually.
What does Vermont mean to me? Vermont, to me, means creativity, I think. Being creative. I think that it's because of the beauty in Vermont. All the bodies of water, the trees, the mountains, the skies, and the people. It's very, very crucial to my inspiration to do everything that I do. All my passions, making short films, creating music, my hometown. That's probably the heart of where my inspiration is. There's this place there called the Sand Pit, and it's this really big hill. It's stretches pretty far up. It's pretty impressive to look at. And when you're up there at the top, there's just this beautiful, beautiful overlook. And you see all of the town below you and the mountains in the distance. You kind of feel on top of the world in a sense, you know? Kind of being the big fish in a small pond. Another thing is just the little things about, you know, my everyday routines. You know, just getting up, having breakfast, talking with your mom or dad or brother or sister, going on walks, you know, the library, the co-op in Rutland. You know, my family has always just been really good to me. And I love my family.
I still have Aegis though.
To get enough footage.
Yeah, Vermont is home. Definitely. But in a sense, while it is home, there is still bits of home scattered, in a sense, throughout kind of my everyday life. Because, you know, I still have home in Indiana. I still have home in Pennsylvania. You know, I still have family out there in those other areas. And so it's an interesting thing, because here I really consider this, you know, where I thrive the most and where I'm happy the most. But being a Vermonter means that you're just being a great human being. You know, in the end, it's less about the name we give each other from where we are and more about who we are, what our purpose is here, and what we can do to make the world a better place and make a difference and take care of ourselves. Without Vermont, I don't know where that creativity would go. It wouldn't be in me anymore.
Assholes. All right, I'm fucking. Our friends are assholes. Soaked.
I'm out here filming. I gotta film too. Let's get it, Tom. All right, see we rolling now.
Everything's sick though.
Yeah.
Oh, please. It even says it on the box.
Yep, it's sick, all right.
This is like the documentary 101. If we ever get famous, this is where it all started. From the bottom. We started from the top, and we were here originally. You know, and then.
Vermont's all about the freedom. Vermont's all about the sense of being, the sense of self. The mountain community definitely attracts me the most, and especially in the things that I do every day with photography and video, and everyone within the mountain community is so supportive of the things that you want to do. So it's just like, it's even more motivation to keep doing those things and to really, you know, become the absolute best at what you want to do and who you want to be. Me personally, my internal character is certainly brought out exponentially more when I'm in Vermont, and I think it has to do a lot with the surroundings, a lot with just the easygoing nature, the easygoing vibe of the community and how welcoming people are. Being able to be my truest self definitely is one of the biggest reasons why I come up here, why I love being here. Vermont inspires me just by the natural beauty. People that are from Vermont, they're used to seeing the mountains every single day. They're used to seeing all this beautiful scenery, and in some regard, they're almost desensitized by it because it's just there all the time. You just go to a small general store or something, and it's not just like a quick transaction, but it's the same person you see every day, and you start to, you know, like create even these small little relationships, you know what I mean, with these regular everyday people, and they become a little bit more important than just, you know, just the average person working at the general store. They actually become friends. So it's a very close-knit community. part of what I've learned as being a Flatlander, coming to a new community, is just learning those experiences and learning how that community functions, but then ultimately that, you know, that adds to my own inspiration of the things that I like to do.
Okay, Molly, what button am I pressing on yours?
I'm taking a video of all this.
Oh, awesome!
I'll just leave it on record for you.
No one math at all.
It's already recorded. Cue cards up. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed my first video. I really wanted to capture the little moments behind the scenes of the holiday season. Roll it. Vermont means home to me. It's where I grew up. It's a place of small town rituals, enjoying the simple things. It's a pleasant little lifestyle to be a part of.
Until my humble house and rain.
I love how you can go on long road trips and just enjoy life. It's really relaxing, it's peaceful. There's definitely something to say about Vermont having that certain relaxing feeling to it. It's about finding balance, it's about being a part of nature and all the beautiful seasons. Enjoying your surroundings. Spending time with the ones you love and living that wholesome lifestyle.
Okay, we got 10 seconds, okay.
I'm done crazy, couldn't you tell? I threw stones at the stars, but the whole sky fell. Now I'm covered up in strawberry.
It's all about the community, everyone knows everybody, and that's a really humbling thing to grow up in that environment. Vermonters are hard workers and handcrafters. We're homegrown.
Ring like crazy, ring like
My family has been rooted here for generations. My grandparents have raised their children and grandchildren with that strong sense of family, tradition, and respect.
ring like silver, ring like gold. Turn his diamonds straight back in the cold.
Even if I don't plan on being here forever, my roots will always be a part of me. This little place leaves a big impact on you. Vermont can mean a lot of things depending on who you talk to. But one thing is for certain, they say home is where the heart is, and our hearts are in Vermont.
We are Vermont.